So what about if they give you something a little bit different? So here's three different quantities that are all kind of similar to slope, and it wants you to illustrate these questions graphically, or these quantities graphically. So this first one is the one we just did the whole last problem on. It wants us to illustrate f prime of 1 graphically. So to do that, we do what we were doing before. We would just come to our graph, and we would say, well, where is my point at 1? Well, it's here. And what I need to do then is I need to draw a tangent line that touches my graph at 1 but doesn't cross it. And so f prime of 1 is just the slope of that line, right? And it wants you to figure out if this is positive or negative. What do you guys think? Is this a positive or negative slope? It is in fact positive. How about this one? So f of 3 minus f of 1 divided by 3 minus 1. This is my average rate of change formula from before, and specifically it's the average rate of change between 3 and x at 3 and x at 1. And so this is, if we draw the line between these 2 points, the average rate of change, remember from the first slide I said the average rate of change tells you the slope of the line between those 2 points. So this quantity is also representing the slope, and you can see that it's representing a positive slope. But how about this last one? So f of 4 minus f of 2. So what it's talking about is we look at what f of 4 is, and we look at what f of 2 is. But do we draw a line between these 2 points and go for the slope again? We don't actually do that here, because what it's asking about is it's saying, what's the output quantity when you give an input of 4, and the output is around 2, right? And it's also saying, what's the output quantity when you give an input of 2, and that one, it gives you an output of 4. And so it's just saying, what's the difference in the outputs? So if we trace this to the right side, or the left side over all the way over here, this is just a difference in outputs. So what we're really looking at is kind of this distance, right? It's just a difference in outputs. It's kind of what's the difference in height between this point and this point, right? So this one isn't about slope at all. So just kind of keeping you honest with that. So this one is about the slope of a tangent line. This is about the slope of a secant line, we sometimes call it, just the line that goes through 2 points. And this is just about the difference in height between 2 other points.